everyone, and welcome to the Music is Our Hero podcast, hosted by Grammy Award winner Drea Young. This is the spot where we celebrate creativity, share stories, and lift each other up in the arts. Each episode will dive into conversations that inspire, empower, and spark new ideas, because art isn't just about what we make, it's about the community we build together. So grab a seat, get comfy, and let's grow in creativity side by side. The Music is Our Hero podcast, where creativity, community, and inspiration come to life.
So here I am with Zack Carr in New Jersey. I think this is the first time I've recorded in New Jersey.
Well, welcome.
Yeah.
To the Garden State.
Oh, what happens in the Garden State?
Bull.
Oh,
Yeah. No, I mean, it's cool.
Jersey has like a weird, you know how Philly is.
Yeah. I feel like Jersey has a weird stigma. Anyone I talk to that isn't from Jersey who comes to Jersey, they're like, "Oh, I love Jersey." And I'm like, "Why?" And they're like, "Oh, because like the beaches, you're near the city, you got mountains, you have like small towns." I'm like,
You got mountains?
Yeah, North Jersey. Just gotta go up North Jersey.
North Jersey.
Yeah,
Right,
but I mean,
right.
it's all
Yeah.
Jersey. You know, I think the only thing that
I
is
think people
different in
just are
Jersey-
haters.
They are, yeah.
Anyways, Jersey's beautiful. I don't care what the people say.
Yeah, I like it. I'm learning to love it more.
Yeah, I get a lot of work in Jersey. It's whatever.
Yeah.
It's in between Philly and New York, right?
Yeah.
So you got a lot of opportunity there. Little DC down the way, but whatever.
Yeah.
It's cool.
It's a cool spot. I
Yeah.
feel like if you took Jersey off the map, things would be less cool in the tri-state area.
But anyways, like I was saying, we got Zack Carr in the
Zack
building.
Carr, yeah.
Zack Carr in the building, who is a phenomenal artist. He has a whole story that I'm actually interested to hear because I know it started here and went there, and now you're here.
Yeah.
So
it's a lot of
let's just start
steps.
with starting to tell your story, where he's an artist. We're going to show you his little studio in a minute. So, but just start with your story.
Yeah.
Kind of like if you want to start young, old, whatever you want to do.
All right. So, I mean, art for me, I feel like it's always just been self-expression. I feel like that's cliche, but it really is. I grew up an only child, didn't have any brothers or sisters, didn't see my cousins that too often. So in my free time, I would take the booklets for my video games and draw those. That translated into me not really wanting to pay attention in class and always doodling. So I was always doodling. People always told me my doodles were cool, but I was like, whatever.
The cool doodler.
Yeah, they're cool doodles. They're like, oh, how can I do that? I'm like, I don't know. I'm just doing it.
Do that.
It just
No pun
comes out of
intended.
me. Yeah. But then come high school, I'm still doing the same thing, just doodling on my note pages and whatnot. And then my buddy Durst, we hang out, we were best friends, inseparable. He started he downloaded Fruity Loops and started making beats.
Oh, Fruity Loops. Someone told me about Fruity Loops the other day.
Yeah. And he just started making beats. He's like, "Oh, we should do stuff with it." I'm like, "What? Like what?" And around that time, I'm still listening to pop punk, hardcore music. I'm not really doing the whole rap thing. But once he started making the beats, I was like, "Oh, I guess that's what happens. You rap over them." And then we started rapping, and then that just kind of became everything. That's all I wanted to do was
So
rap.
what year? So where were you at that point? What year was it?
That's 2012.
Oh, okay. So
Yeah,
we're
2012,
we're 15
2013.
years ago.
Yeah, I was
okay.
I was 16 years old. And so we started kind of just rapping, doing just fun stuff. And then another person who he found out that I was rapping, and he's like, "Yo, dude, I make beats on the side." It's our buddy Slice.
Oh,
of course, yeah.
Slice.
So I didn't have any means of recording. We were only making beats off of his iPad, or Slice was making beats off his iPad, Durst was making beats off his laptop, and we didn't have any means for recording. So we would record off of Slice's iPad. We would put a bunch of game boxes up, and
it was a 2012 iPad.
Yeah, 2012 iPad.
Wow.
Yeah, and we would just pile the boxes up. We would put on GarageBand. We would put the beat into GarageBand, make sure the mic was right there, and then I would just rap.
I love that because I find it so cool, with people, the younger generation and whoever, and now it's 2025, so it's more advanced. But I find it super cool that people just find a way to record, right? So you had people probably in 2012 that are doing all these things with these $13,000 mics and all this crazy, but it's not necessary. Like we can get our ideas down.
Yeah, exactly.
We can do it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And this is like
love that.
right at the beginning of like SoundCloud. So like
Right.
we were posting it on SoundCloud and it was cool because like
The SoundCloud kids.
nothing was really popping off yet, you know? We were kind of like, I'm not saying like we started it, but we were at the beginning of SoundCloud.
You were
like,
in that generation.
Yeah. So it was cool watching that kind of grow because we started doing the whole music thing, put our music on SoundCloud, and then I want to say around like 2015 when I graduated high school, we like actually kind of got a mic, but we didn't know how to use it. It's funny because now thinking back on it, we were hooking up a condenser mic to like a live mixing board. And so, like, no matter
You
what,
needed the 48 volts.
yeah,
You
but
didn't
it had
know?
the button. It had the button.
didn't know?
Yeah, I had no idea. And like, anytime I recorded, it had like this. Tss, so we would like compress it, and just the worst recordings in the
worst.
world.
I already
Like,
know it
just
was the worst.
Absolutely awful, but it was fun. You know,
Right.
we were creating, we were doing our
Yes.
thing. We thought it was cool.
Yeah,
you
yeah,
know?
yeah. Learning.
Yeah, it was a blast. I would do it all over again. But that actually doing all that kind of created a snowball of like we were just motivated. We were hungry. We wanted it. And Slice worked at a deli, and one of his regulars.
Of course he did.
Yeah, one of his regulars. Slice played drums, and one of his regulars was a drummer who I guess had played drums for like certain bands. I don't really remember what it was, but he was in like the Grammy Association and whatnot. So he went to a banquet type thing, and that's where Slice met you.
Oh, he met me.
Yeah, we're getting there. Yeah, so because he was so stoked. I think after the banquet,
I was so stoked when I met
Yeah.
Slice, actually.
I was in college. I was on campus, and
Slice
like
is going to be so happy to hear this.
the next day he calls me stoked. He's like, dude, you won't believe what happened. I'm setting us up a meeting. I'm like, what do you mean? He's like, I met this
Bug eyes.
awesome. Yeah. It's like, I met this awesome engineer, blah, blah, blah. They have like an independent label. They want to meet with us, blah, blah, blah. And I'm like, cool. Like, what? Like, oh my God, we make terrible recordings on SoundCloud and this is what's happening. Like, we're doing it. This is about to happen.
I love hearing the backstory like that I
yeah.
didn't know.
Oh, it was so good. And just that whole thing was fun because we set up that meeting and it was me, Slice, and Durst. Which, the beginning is so funny because Durst was like, I'm so cool. You know, I don't really want to be here. You know, I'm just here because my friends are here. But me and Slice were like, what can we do for you? Huh? Look at us. We're like the new hot thing. You know, we got a SoundCloud. We're doing our thing. We do really bad edits on PixArt for our cover art, you know? And you loved Slice's beats.
I've
Yeah.
always loved Slice.
You were like, this is
Slice.
crazy.
I need to hit him up again.
Did he
I
do
think-
the intro?
What
Or is
intro?
that you?
for this
For
podcast?
this, yeah.
So that's something that he made back.
I figured, yeah. It
And I
sounds
told
like it.
him, I was like, dude, I need a jingle. I'm going to start a podcast. And I was like, dude, actually, I'm going to use Into the Vortex. That's what the beat's called.
I remember that. Beat.
I'm like, because it's so superhero-ish. And I
Mhm.
think I found its place. And that's why, I mean, I give him credits on the thing. And of course, if anything makes money, I'll pay him. But,
Yeah,
you know,
yeah.
Slice
Oh.
don't care. But I'll still pay him.
Yeah.
But yes, it's a
I reckon because
sick-
it's the drums.
And I took out, I
Yeah.
edited it. I took out some things to make it.
Yeah.
It's fire.
When I was listening to it, I'm like, this is very nostalgic.
It's very-
because like I feel like
That was the only beat he really had like that though.
yeah, but I don't know. It just has that slice.
God, but he
it has that
makes-
slice to it.
Slice, can you watch this and work with us again?
Please,
Thank you,
please make me
Slice.
rap again.
I know you're gonna watch
Make me
this.
rap again. Yeah.
But you always be VP.
I still sometimes.
If you guys
in my
don't know who the
head-
VP is, check out the Visual Prophet. Our first EP was a banger. Visuals, check it out. We
With
put it
a
out.
Z.
We put it out in 2016. Let's go.
Yeah, so good. It's funny, like listening back to that stuff. And then so when I stopped making music, it was like the last project I did was with Matrix Terror Crew, MTC. It was me, Durst, Zato, Mike Grams, and then Max the Wolf, who was Danny Ocean at the time. Now he's just Dan. But I finally learned like the whole punching thing and like actually not trying to rap through every verse. Cause that's what I did. I like every beat. I was like, if I messed up once, you're like, oh, you can just punch. I was like, nope, we're starting from the top.
Well,
we're
which is that's a good thing to have.
Yeah, because performing
I respect
wise,
that.
yeah.
But sometimes, especially when you're rapping that fast, because when it's live, it's different. Like you could go through the whole thing, and even if there's a little, like, no one notices.
Yeah.
But studio is nonsense, and it's all perfection. It's
Yeah,
annoying.
exactly. But like, just the hindsight's 2020. By the way, unreal experience working with Judah Priest. Mind-boggling.
But by the way, I put that on like not too long ago, and I'm like,
Yeah.
everything about this had so much love in it.
So much, yeah.
Like
It
even the
was-
mix, like for what we were dealing with, it was over 10, 12 years ago now,
Yeah.
whatever, no, 10 years ago. And I'm like, damn, like we really sat with that.
Yeah, that's good. That was a good first project. I think it set the tone for everything afterwards. Because Nice Tape was fun. It was just keeping us busy. And then that's when Feels happens. We learned a lot. Because you were just getting out of the majors.
Yeah.
And you were trying to do your own thing, but you weren't. I don't think you were sure how to do your own.
Well, the thing is, it's like, I don't think I'm that person.
Okay.
Right?
Yeah.
And I was learning, just like whenever you learn something, you kind of like want to run with it.
Yeah.
And you're like super excited about it. And then even when I met you guys working in the studio, like years before that, the little bit I was learning, like I was always an ego person, right? Like I'd always be talking about ego. And it's like I still had a little ego at that time, because it's like when you're young and you learn things, you like feel very confident, and you're like, this is how it's done, and this is how it's done.
Yeah.
And then like I did do a lot, and I won the Grammys, and all the things happened, but I still hadn't matured to a certain point, and I was still actually trying to figure out what I was doing. And then I was like, I actually want nothing. Like, I mean, I still want nothing to do with it. But like, I figured out a way. But so I was like, all right, well, no one has money. Like, and that's when Slice met me. And I'm like, let's do this. And then I'm like, well, no one's making me money. I was like funding the projects.
Yeah.
That was crazy. I went back to bartending, and I was like working my ass off. And I'm like, what's happening?
Yeah.
But it was a lot of fun.
Yeah.
I learned a lot. I learned what I don't want to do.
Which is awesome. That's like key.
Yeah.
That's
or if I
key.
have people that guide me, I'm an artist at the end of the day. And to make an artist a business person, it's hard. Like at the end of the day, though, in this industry, I feel like there should be more artists as business people, because it's the business people that ruin everything.
Yeah.
At the end of the day. So, and I feel like coming up in this day and age, there is a lot more business-minded artists.
Oh, for sure.
And
for sure.
But yeah, so I was trying to do all these things, and Professor Pooch, he passed away in September of 2021. But he also, like, sometimes would lead me in a good direction. Sometimes I didn't know what the hell he was talking about. And so,
yeah,
whatever. We made a couple
I'm always
records.
grateful for the
we made a
platform
couple
you allowed.
records.
Yeah. Feels though.
Feels.
That's something I would love to revisit and like contact all of our music homies who knew Nick and kind of like remake those songs.
Yeah.
Just because even now, like recording Love and a Blessing, I remember trying to do the first part of the first verse, and I was having such a hard time because I can sing now, kind of. I couldn't sing then. And then Nick's just like, if you can't do it, why are you doing it? And like, I got mad because I'm like, bro, we wrote this song together.
He was like, what, 2 years younger than you?
Yeah, around that.
So he's even younger, yeah.
So, but I was like, dude, we wrote this song together. Like, what are you saying? You were so stoked when we wrote it, but now when I'm trying to record
everything got weird.
Yeah,
everything got weird.
But
I remember.
It was such a good time. And then I don't know. I feel like the same way with Nick that you were saying, like, go find those people who will book you and do that in third. I was doing the same thing, but in that same breath, watching you do graphic design is kind of, I wanted to do graphic design. I was like, I see how it's done. Let me give it a shot. So that's kind of how like the whole like art
You started,
thing.
yeah.
Yeah, so that started rolling. People were always hitting me up. I was trying to do my own because everything we did was DIY, you know?
Yeah.
So I wanted to hold true to that. So all of my cover arts, once I was able to do them better, I was like, I'm going to do them. It'll be me. I got a camera, started doing photography, and just trying to do everything I could to minimize, because we were still under contract around that time, try to minimize all the time that I was taking from you for these small things like cover art or doing photo shoots or trying to get video shoots done. Me and Nick were doing two completely different things, and I feel like both of them were so demanding in their own ways.
Yeah, there were two good things going on. Yeah.
And because I would come to you with beats or Slice would send you beats, and then all I had to do was rap. So it was like vocal mixes for the most part and then mastering. But Nick was so much more involved, even as far as helping him like figure out his like sound for like live shows. So it just kind of got a lot. So finding graphic design, I was hoping to be able to like take some off your plate and make your life just any bit easier I could. And then I want to say our contract was up. That was like 2018 because it was a 3-year no, because it was,
Yeah, it was like January 2019 probably.
yeah, and then COVID. Then COVID hits. You know, so like
Every podcast talks about COVID.
yeah, but it's true
It's
because
real.
like COVID hits and like
Because we were going to get
just
together in like
inside.
December. I think I got COVID actually right when we were supposed to get together.
Mm-hmm.
Do you remember?
I do. Yeah.
And then I was
yeah,
like,
yeah.
I was sleeping for like 18 hours and I was like, something's not right.
Mm-hmm.
I don't sleep for 18
months
hours.
later, boom, COVID, and it just kind of like I think for all of us, it kind of like cleaned our slate, and we were like, what do we do now?
Yeah.
What do we do? Because you were starting to DJ a lot more then. You were doing this was like I think
Yeah.
right before Toasted went under.
No, well, it was
Around
no.
the
Well,
same
it went
time,
under.
right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
No. Toasted basically went under because COVID. Because the
Yeah.
landlord still wanted rent the whole time. It was $11,000
That's
rent.
crazy.
And then the owner in December of 2020 got diagnosed with cancer.
Okay, yeah.
So it was like, do I fight for this or do I do this?
Yeah. So, but like everything just kind of like we were all like, what the, you know? So even at that time when the shutdown was happening, I couldn't leave. We got the stimulus check. I bought turntables.
I remember.
Yeah. So I was like around DJing a little bit, but at the same time, I'm doing graphic design. I'm coming up with some of my first designs for What Lies Beneath. I'm painting a lot, and I'm just trying to not go crazy in that time. And I thank art for that.
We haven't even talked about what lies beneath. So you
Yeah.
said, so what is what lies beneath? You just brought that up.
Yeah, so What Lies Beneath, that's kind of like just the home and the place of just where all my art is. I have this weird thing with not wanting my name on stuff. I'd rather kind of give my name to something that's bigger and broader than what I am. So like What Lies Beneath, the meaning behind the name is it's a question and a statement. It's what lies beneath, like what lies beneath, like question mark, and then like what lies beneath, like that's what lies beneath. And my art, for me, like when you look at my art, what truly lies beneath that is the most authentic version of myself. But I think that authentic version of myself is able to relate and kind of bring other people in and allows other people to find what lies beneath of my own designs. And kind of I want people to question things. I want them to keep being curious and finding what lies beneath. Because I think that's just what makes life beautiful. That's what makes you go outside, look at the sky, see a cloud that looks like X, Y, and Z. And that's just like, that's what lies beneath. That's the feeling. So that's what Lies Beneath started as, because I was doing designs, the first 3 designs.
You started that brand like a couple years ago, right?
2021.
2021.
2021, yeah. The first drop, it was all just black clothing with white designs, but the one was a hand like stretched out, like finger forwards that said, "Come with me." The idea behind that is every day we walk with death, you know, so he's saying, "Come with me," and like you either embrace it or you fear it. I'm all
Yeah,
about
no one gets out
embracing it.
alive.
Exactly, you know, so like don't be afraid of death, like accept it, you
It's
know.
just annoying.
Yeah, exactly.
Well, life is annoying.
Yeah,
Death
you
is
know?
fine.
It's a natural thing that happens. You can't fight it.
Can't fight it.
And it sucks to say that. Like no one wants things to die, but it's just a natural process
weird.
of life. Yeah.
This whole place is weird.
Mm-hmm. And then another design was a dagger in a rib cage where the heart would be and said "Love hurts." That one's kind of self-explanatory because love f***ing hurts.
Yeah.
Bad. Even when it's good, it still hurts. And then the other one was think outside the box because I don't think many people do that anymore. It was a skull with his like head coming out with like a bunch of swirls coming out. Cause
Are these things still on your website?
my
haven't
website's
checked it.
actually down now.
Is it?
It's down at the moment.
Reworking it?
Reworking it, changing website builders because
Who were you using?
I was using Wix.
Okay.
Yeah, which Wix is an Israeli company.
Is what?
An Israeli company.
Oh, okay.
So I'm not with the genocide and
Okay.
everything. So I just can't in good faith support that.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah. I don't know. I've been using GoDaddy for a while. I don't know who they are.
I've heard that's good. I was looking at it's right now it's kind of shopping prices. I was
Yeah,
gonna look at
well, it's
Squarespace,
also
but
it
if you
used
get
to be
a
$100. It
Squarespace-
used to be like $100. Now it's like $500 a year. But I also have a
that's worth it.
shop.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know. It's
And I'll
just
have a
annoying.
shop on
And
it,
then like
too.
the email address is like $1 million. It's like why?
Oh, that's crazy.
The email address is like over $100. I'm like, what the hell? Whatever.
Yeah.
I have a music at MUSICISOURHERO.com. Let's go. It's I pay for it. It's a mess. No.
Yeah. But so that was the beginning of What Lies Beneath. And then the world's getting back to normal. I'm working at Vans. I'm a floor supervisor. I'm working in clothing, making clothing. So I'm getting more and more
You're talking like
ideas.
2022 right now?
2022. Yeah.
Okay.
2022, 2023. I'm originally at the Deffert Vans, and then I'm at the Cherry Hill, which is a bit bigger. And when I moved to Cherry Hill, I was working on my second drop, which was just kind of cool designs that I was messing around in, like 3D software, and then rendering that, and then like upping the threshold in Photoshop to kind of give it like that punk aesthetic where it's just like black and white and just real simple stuff, but you can still kind of see like the shades and everything. So I did that, but at the same time, I was trying to do like a skate team type deal. And that was probably like the worst idea I could have done because it stopped being about the art and my creative expression and more about like putting people in cool stuff. And I would rather express myself and then people want the cool stuff than be like, here's cool stuff. Oh, by the way, I expressed myself, you know? You
like
get
that.
that? Yeah, because
Yeah.
it's just like, it was never about the skateboarding. I love skateboarding. It's a big part of my life. Skated my entire life. But I wanted to be part of this scene, but I think I was forcing it, and I kind of got jaded. So I had to, like, take a step back and get back to, like, just normal life. And I think that's what really kind of was the catalyst that set off what Lies Beneath is now, is me getting back to what lies beneath my own life. Like going fishing, going hiking with my friends, doing dinner date nights with my girl every Friday. You know, doing things that bring me inner peace to allow myself to then express myself.
I love that.
Yeah. And it's hard. I feel like a lot of people can get lost in the sauce. I did it with music. It was happening with art, but it grew into an awesome thing because I started a new medium doing linoleum block cuts and just finding the meditative process of that just kind of blossomed something huge. Just started doing a bunch of vending events. Those are killer. But like I would say in the last year has been really like my most like not life-changing, but it's almost like my metamorphosis. You know, I keep saying that within the next year I want to be Philly famous, which I feel like is a very achievable goal as an artist. But I'm seeing the fruits of that labor because I did an event in, I want to say it was the Fishtown Art Market. I don't remember when that was. It might have been May or June. And my favorite part about doing events is meeting other artists or art lovers and just being able to have that connection.
Yeah.
And I met this one girl, her name's Cassidy. I think she's also a lino block cutting artist. And we were just chatting up, blah, blah, blah. And she's saying she liked my stuff. She bought a print. And then fast forward, I think it was August, I did an event down near AC at a dispensary for their 1 year. Conservatory CC is their Instagram. And here comes Cassidy. I don't even really recognize her at first, but she said she's down in AC for vacation, saw the tents and stuff, was like, oh, let me stop by, and then saw, like, what I, like, saw my tent and, like, beelined it for me. Didn't look at anyone else, just went for me. It was like, you're here. Like, what lies beneath? And like that's what I'm doing it for, you know.
Yeah. I love that.
Because something about that, it's beautiful. And like ever since that interaction happened, it just keeps happening. Yesterday, I had back-to-back events. I did RIP 2 at Pennsauken Skate Park. It's like the 17th like skate jam that this company Rad World did. And I was there, set up my tent and whatnot. And then around like 2:30, I had to hitchhike it over to Haddon Township for Haunted Haddon. And I had gotten up to go smoke for a second. And Dee was sitting at the table at Haunted Haddon, and apparently a couple walked by, and the dude was like, "Oh my God, he was at the event earlier at the skate park," and the girlfriend was like, "No, they weren't. Like you're seeing things," and he's like, "No," and she's like, "All right, then go ask," and like he went and asked and was like, "Were you guys at the skate park?" And Diana was like, "Yeah, we were," and that's crazy. Like the world's so small, and I think my favorite part is just being part of the community.
Yeah.
You know, and being part of being part of something bigger than what I am. And me being able to give something to people that might be a reminder of that bigger thing.
Yeah, and it's cool. I mean, it's all what we have to offer. I would love to, if you want to, do you want to walk around, do you want to show any of your art?
Yeah, we can. Yeah, so honestly, like this wall was covered in a bunch of signs like maybe a couple months ago. And I've sold all those signs. So I tried to put something up today so I could at least show you something. Because everything else is in my car for vending. Love this. Yeah, no, everything's in boxes. It's bad. It's bad. Yeah. But this is about like everything that I've most recently done. This one's a little bit older, but yeah, that's a 15 by 22 MDF cut print. Yeah. No pigs. It's awesome. The tools, so like we got all the markers here. Usually is in a little drawer thing. I'm like so scared because I've been just in vendor mode, so I haven't actually worked in here in a while. Yeah. And then so this is just the crazy table with a couple checks. Shouts out Oddball Vintage. It's a commissary store in Absecon, New Jersey. Go check it out. There's some really dope artists in there. I'm in there, so you know they're dope. And then I usually put a canvas up on an easel to force myself to think about something that should be on the easel. So that's there. It does, yeah. That's how that one was sitting on the easel, so I threw it up on the wall today. The purple one, that one's, yeah. This one's cool because at certain angles you can see a purple WLB, and then at other side angles you can't. It'll like disappear. Yeah. That's a dead flower. Keep a lookout for that stuff. $10 prints, 4x6. That's the studio.
Yeah. All right. So amazing. So if you guys haven't realized, I've known Zack and for many years on accident, almost 10.
Yeah.
And we really didn't talk for a few years, but we talked today. And I think what I was so excited about today was because I did know you and watched you find yourself.
Yeah.
And what's happening now at the end of the day is like he has his day job, but like he's creating his art that he wants to create out of whatever he wants to create it out of. When before it was like still you were figuring that out when we worked together. And now he's found this complete cool place with a garage, has a shop. And he's out there at festivals with the community, and people are buying his freaking art. He's
awesome.
painting on stop signs, and selling it. So the whole point of the story is there's always somebody for everybody, right? He's the artist. And sometimes artists probably think like, why would anybody want this? Like, that's how I feel.
Yeah.
That's how I would feel.
Mm-hmm.
And then you start selling it. You're like, oh my God, people want it.
Exactly. No, it's just...
It's so cool.
That's the craziest
and that's
part.
That's one of what I was just saying.
Yeah.
Like I'm super happy for you.
Thank you.
Watching you. And I'm excited for wherever. I wouldn't think these things.
Me neither.
I mean, I remember when you started creating the you were like just always looking for yourself and finding exactly where you wanted to go.
Yeah. Just trying different
and then all of a sudden I'm
like,
oh, you got it.
Yeah.
He figured that shit out through this job, that job.
Mm-hmm. But no, with you saying that we didn't talk for a couple years, I think that was one of the lessons that stuck with me the most was about like friends. And that sometimes you don't talk for years. But if
Right.
they're like your real friend, you were even saying it earlier, if you're
Don't
your
matter.
real friend, it won't matter because when we come and talk together again, it's like I saw you yesterday.
It don't matter.
Because that's how it feels like right now. I feel like I talked to you last week.
And we're excited.
Yeah, I'm stoked.
Stoked.
Yeah, yeah,
Right? Good people. That's because we're good people.
exactly.
High five to good people.
Go good people.
So I'm going to ask you something. Do you have anything else? What do you got coming up? Well, listen, this is going to come out in like a month. So I don't
Yeah.
know. It's going to probably be the end of November this comes out.
It'll still be coming up.
Or talk about next year or your website.
It'll be-
Whatever.
yeah.
Can you just plug yourself for a second?
So the next thing's coming up. Obviously, I'm gonna work on the website. The website, I will try
It's
my
WLB.com.
WLB. That's what it'll probably end up being. The website should be up. I'm hoping sometime by the end of next month. Around that time, I'll have prints. I'll be printing at the same time. I'll be putting them all up just in time for Christmas. Think about it, people. Good prices, good prints. But at the same time, I'm working on my next clothing drop. When you were going around showing the studio.
Oh, that's what I meant to do today. I literally meant to wear my freaking shirt.
It's all good.
I get compliments on it all the time.
Thank you.
Yeah.
People slept on that design. People slept hard on that design.
Yes, and you
I
put
needed
that for
to
me.
put it
I have
in the
a
right
fire.
person.
I have a fire. Yes, just like
Yeah.
the logo you created me. He posted this thing on Twitter back in like probably 2017 or 18. It was like, oh, anybody want this? Someone asked you for it. The
and they
diamond
didn't
with the
want it.
bandana.
Yeah,
And I said,
they were worried
and you
about
were like, they didn't buy it. I
gang
said,
affiliations.
how much?
Yeah,
I'll take that.
and then
to
you
this
gave
day.
me more because you
And to this day,
respect
I
me.
had a gig in Atlantic
Yeah.
City. I had my banner right there with your
That-
logo. It's in my car right now.
I love that.
Have you seen the banner, actually?
Yeah, it's
Like that, but it's a big
yeah.
diamond
Yeah.
bandana logo.
I was telling D that I want to, because I've been doing the more graffiti thing. I want to write you a daboo and get you a nice graffiti font. That's cool. You can like maybe throw on like shirts and stuff.
And do that logo with it.
Yeah, and then throw a diamond on it. But
Did
yeah,
you plug or
clothing.
did I get in your way?
No,
I got
no,
in your
no.
way. Plug.
We were almost there. So while I'm getting the website and the prints and Christmas, I'm gonna be working on the next clothing drop.
Love that.
When we went around and looked at the shop, the flower, the skull flower, that's gonna be the main design and everything.
Which one's that?
That one.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, that too. So it's just that flower. I call it the dead flower. It's gonna be the drop's gonna be called Never Stop Blooming, because everyone always tells you to never stop growing, but you should never stop blooming because that means you're showing who you are to everybody all at once, at least once time a day, because that's what flowers do.
Like a plant.
Like a plant, exactly.
I'm
So-
vegan. I know all about it.
So
Never
that's
stop
what.
blooming. Don't play. Don't play.
So that's what that flower
I love that.
represents, and so I'll be doing a drop of that. We're doing like men's shirts, women's shirts, kids shirts, socks, hats, shorts, sweatpants. I was
Lighten up.
I was thinking about like trying to figure out if I can manufacture watches. I don't know. We
Just
might
keep
get
going.
crazy.
Just keep going.
Yeah.
Don't go too big too fast.
Yeah,
And you just keep growing. And when you can make it, because trust the process,
Mm-hmm.
because you got the vision.
exactly.
But
yeah.
if you can keep the art alive, keep the art alive. And that's why all these things are so great. Like all these events that you're
Yeah.
doing, all the
It's so
festivals, all
much
the
fun.
people.
Yeah.
I mean, it wasn't like that 30 years ago. Like everything can be so DIY. And now
Mhm.
it's like my generation and some people 5-10 years older than me that are like, we're like the people now. And then you guys are up.
Yeah, yeah. I was saying with my coworker, like with all the AI art, the only real art that's going to exist is the stuff that I sell and whatnot. But people still are like, "Oh, AI, you could do that with AI." But it's gonna be street art and like tattoos and music.
I am going to ask you a question that I like to ask everybody on this podcast. And it is, if you have an answer, if you don't, it's okay.
Yeah.
How is music your hero?
Music's my hero because it kind of set the path for where I'm at now. I don't think, because what I love about what I do is the community and connecting with people and collaboration and talking to people and getting down to the nitty gritty about stuff, and it's cool. And I don't think I'd ever be able to do that if I didn't learn that through music. And music allowed me to meet people who I didn't think I'd ever be able to meet. Like, again, to bring up again, Judah Priest. I'm friends with him on Facebook. I know I could hit up Judah Priest and he'd answer. He's
Yeah.
like, what's up? Like, what are you trying to do? You know? So, like, having those connections and learning how to do that would have never happened without music.
Yeah.
And even now, like, I've been learning to play guitar. Like, it's something that's going to be always within me. And I don't think... You know the question when people ask, would you rather be deaf or blind?
Yeah, I mean, yeah.
I would rather be blind. I know looking at stuff is cool, but music, I have to hear music.
Yeah.
I know you can feel it, but, like, I have to hear music.
Yeah.
You know? So...
Yeah, that's interesting. I never thought of that part.
Yeah. So music is my life. I love it.
Yeah, and also all the vending events, it's always usually music around it.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's you know.
You said it on the one podcast that you released, I think last week, that music is like the universal language, and
that's what's on my website.
Yeah, that's my philosophy.
That's what's been there.
Yeah,
The Cape Squad.
Yeah,
we out there
fly.
I'm like, yo, Cape, let's go.
Yeah.
But all right, I love that answer. So, anything else?
No, I think the last thing I'd say is if you're listening to this, like, do you, you know, stop being afraid to express yourself. Just do it.
Just do it.
Be 100%
And it's tough.
yourself. It is. It's hard, but
It's tough. Imagine being so you're a little younger than me, but then like I think about the people that are teenagers now, like or gonna be teenagers in 5 years.
especially them. Be yourself.
Yeah, see, you're growing.
Be yourself.
You're growing.
Go
This is
climb
my
some
boy.
trees.
This is my boy. This is my nephew,
Go
Zack Carr.
climb and fall
If you guys didn't
out
know,
of some
so back to the
trees.
beginning, this is my nephew, Zack Carr. Just kidding.
It's
All
my
right,
auntie
thank
Drea.
you. Thank you.
Bye. Thank you.
Until next time, keep creating, keep connecting, and keep building together. Remember, we're in this together, so let's keep each other's shine alive.